The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And incomplete to open things up. Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Play fake. Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now Murray. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. Touchdown! Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Lance now on first down. Flush to his right. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play. It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Lance's throw taken in here by Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards, the pickup there. Well, this defense for the Cards, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And Lance going to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray now. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Rosas to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 40 now on second down. Lance. He's got Fuller. Now the ball comes loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they start? And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they... coughed it up!
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw again on second down. Murray looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Brown has the first down and much more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
First down, Murray. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious?
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing after the interception. Lance escaping the pressure right. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They faked the handoff. Now Lance.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Mike 41, no chance.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Check. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
7 yards, the pickup there.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken a 6-touchdown lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That was one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers able to get this back to some measure of respectability. Point after, right down the middle. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Throwing on first down is Lance. Flush to his right. It's complete to Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Let's go, G.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Here comes Cohen. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. High throw, but he makes the catch. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing on first down is Murray. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. PAT up and good by Rosas. And a rout is on here in this first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So it got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Will Fuller, 75 yards. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a pass hauled in downfield and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals add on. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. That's Ward, complete right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lance now to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Again, it's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown. Tariq Cohen. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On first down, it's Mitchell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. On first down, Lance. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And his throw here's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Going deep for Hopkins. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Cards get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell, and he'll get this up to about the 40. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Niners, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He finds his man complete. It's Fuller. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They run once more with Sermon, and he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Arizona. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. 31 yards. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
To throw, it's Lance.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. High throw, but the catch is made. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Murray going to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Rosas now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept that.